catch 'em all.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. After a month-and-a-half break because of all this crazy stuff that's going on, I am back to make another Ready Maker video. This game is a new series called Goalkeeper Challenge, and what that is basically, don't worry about that, is basically a game where this player, okay, is going to kick the soccer ball after a 3-second countdown, and you're going to have the gloves, and you're going to have to try to stop the goal, or the ball from going in the goal, okay? The speed of the ball should increase as the game goes on. That makes it a little bit harder. You'll see that there are 3 attempts, but really that stands for 3 goals. So how many saves can you make before he scores 3 goals? And that'll be your high score up here. If I obviously just don't move, you know, it should just score a goal, okay? So with that said, there are a lot of different what I'm calling detection zones, and that's how we get the random number, you know, basically it's called a random number system for that ball to attach or go towards or move towards is actually the behavior, what it's called, these different detection zones, and there are 15 of them altogether. So it makes it a little bit more challenging because the ball can go to 15 different locations, and the speed gets increased, like I said. And then obviously, you know, if you can save that ball a bunch of times before he scores 3 goals, that would be your high score, and then the game could be restarted again, okay? There's a way to do a leaderboard as well, but I think we're going to skip that because you would have to actually post the game in order to see the leaderboard. And we don't really post the games in here, we just make them for ourselves, okay? And by post, I mean like post it to the actual game store of Ready Maker, all right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to close mine. The first thing you need to do is you got to go to the bottom of my video and you got to download the assets folder there. I highly suggest that you use a Windows or Mac computer to do this, not your phone, not your iPad or anything like that. But if it's all you have, then it's the only thing you can do, okay? So you're going to start a new drawing. You're going to do landscape and hit start, okay? You're going to go to the plus up here and you're going to do upload assets, because after you download those assets, they're going to be under your downloads in a folder called assets.zip. You'll right click on that. You'll go to, by the way, I just click on this here to get to that. You'll hit extract all, and I already have mine extracted, but you're just going to hit extract, and what that's going to do is it's going to bring up a folder that has all the different pictures that we need in it, okay? So now that's basically under downloads. It's called assets. So now that they're extracted, what I'll do is I'll go to artwork here. I'll do search my device. I'll find under downloads the folder called assets, and then I'll just click one of these at a time. You can double click it if you want, and then you hit finish and save. Now I'm not going to do this for each one because I've already done it, but you have to do it on each one. So you hit finish and save, you let it load, then you go back to the plus, artwork, search my device, and do the next one, and you do all the way through. You'll notice that the player and the ball are missing from this folder because this is just PNGs, JPEGs, and whatever other images that it's looking for. We need to go to the GIF or GIF, however you like to say it out there, folder here or tab in order to search my device under the same downloads, assets, and you'll see the 2 that we're looking for. Same thing, double click, finish and save, and then they'll be in your plus under my uploads ready to go, okay? Now I believe if you type GC, it's going to give you most of your stuff in here. For some reason on mine, I have to type untitled for the ball and for the player, okay? So first thing you're going to do, type GC, find the background, click and hold, and move that in. The background appearance is going to be 1 by 1, so you can leave that alone if it's already set. The position is going to be 0, 0, solid off, and layer background, okay? Now, before I move on, I want to make these videos a little bit shorter. I want you guys to watch just hopefully one of them each time you're doing it, each time class meets, and I want to make them a little bit more so you guys aren't as stressed out, you know, doing this project. If we only do a couple steps at a time, I think it makes it a lot easier, and I think we'll still get just as much work done, okay? So there's your background, all right? Next thing, go to the plus. You are going to, under untitled for me, untitled, we're going to bring the player in, okay, and put him down here. You're going to go to appearance on him. You're going to make his size a little bit bigger. I believe it's 1.15, not 115, 1.15 by 1.15. You're going to turn solid off. you're going to do a position of negative 0.18. Make sure there's a negative in the front. Sometimes that doesn't register. And negative 0.01. Again, make sure the negative is there. And also, it's very important, more important than any video we've done so far, that you follow exactly the sizes and positions that I do. Otherwise, the game won't work for you. Okay, and I'll explain that later on in other videos. But it's very important that everything's the exact same size. So make sure that you double check these numbers. Make sure that you get everything exactly the way that mine is. Okay. Now, under behavior on him, he already has an animation. Okay. That's basically where if I hit play already, you're going to see his animation running. What we're going to want to do on that is we're actually going to turn that stuff off. So looped off, active off. And now when I hit play, it doesn't do anything, because in the events, we're going to say, hey, after 3 seconds have gone by, have the player animation play. Okay, so that's pretty easy to understand, and we'll do that later on in the events. Okay, next thing, go to the plus, find the soccer ball, drag and bring that in. The soccer ball appearance is going to be a little bit smaller. That's going to be 0.1. Okay, now again, if you don't put a 0.1, it doesn't type, so make sure you do 0.1. Solid has to stay on. You're going to change his position to be negative 0.02. Hang on, I'm lagging a little bit. There we go. 0.02, but again, make sure that there's a negative in the front, and a 0.18 and a negative in front of there. Okay, so you'll see the ball is now in a good position. When I hit play, you'll see the ball is spinning. Okay, hopefully this wasn't working before, but it really doesn't matter if it does. Under behavior, you're going to turn active. So this has both of them off right now. I would leave them both off. Now, what's not working is that I don't understand why the GIF or GIF is actually playing right now. It shouldn't be doing that, and it probably won't do it for you. But it really doesn't matter, because later on in the events, we're going to say animation, is off right now when we're starting the game. But after 3 seconds, when he kicks the ball, or really after 4.5 seconds, because it takes him about 1.5 seconds to kick the ball, then we're going to turn on the animation and have the ball spin and have the ball move towards the target that we want it to move towards. Okay, so a couple more things. On the ball, you're going to go to behavior, you're going to add a behavior, and you're going to call this one move towards. So if you exit out of that, you'll see move towards. You drag that in. Active stays on. Leave the speed alone for now. Turn rotate on. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Turn physics on. Okay, and then you're going to turn your inactive zone all the way down to 0.1. All right. Now under physics, the last thing here until we move on to another video is you're going to turn physics on, and you're going to turn gravity off. That way the ball does not fall. And you'll see that we basically have the same thing, but the player is getting ready to move based on our events. All right. So with that, make sure that you are saving your work, that you call it something. Okay. Save it and then exit. All right. I've had a very, very small number of people that have been running into issues with the software. Here are my suggestions. Don't open the software more than you have to. Don't open the game more times than you really need to. Okay. The more you open it and the more you save, I think the more likely it is that something could go wrong in the future. Don't open it on different devices. If you're using your PC, don't save it and then open it on your phone, and don't save it and open it on your Mac, because that would mess up your work as well, which I've been saying in my comments for a couple weeks now. Okay. And the other thing is, I've never seen any error reports or the software crashing or anything like that. If you see those things, you need to tell me about it, but you also need to show me some kind of video or something that is explaining what's going wrong. The easiest way for me to see what's going on in your project and to help you guys is to be able to actually see it in person. So yeah, we could set up like a Zoom or a Google Hang, and I could see what, what's going on your screen, or you can just take your phone and video it and email it to me at jmcgovern1@trschools.com, and then I'll get your video that way, and I'll be able to diagnose what's going on with your project. All right, so that's the end of the first video. I appreciate you guys watching. A big welcome back here. And we're almost into May, so we're going to be doing this the rest of the school year, I believe, as long as we're out for the rest of the school year. We still don't know that yet, but we really don't have anything else that we could be doing at home, because this software is free. It's available to everyone. It could be used on different devices, whereas something like AutoCAD cannot be downloaded for everyone because not everyone's computer can handle it. And also, it's not, it's free, but it's just not as easy to teach from home when I can't be right over your shoulder helping you guys, clicking things and telling you, exactly what to do. Okay? So with that being said, this is the end of the first video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Gotta catch 'em all.